Hey guys, Ken here with North 40 Outfitters, and today we're doing a review on the all new for 2022 Mathews V3X 33. So what's new about this bow? There's a lot of cool things new about this bow, though it may not look it from the outside. There's some pretty cool innovations happening with this bow that we're going to go over later. First and foremost, let's go over the spec sheet that Mathews gives us on this bow. So this bow is 33 inches axle to axle. It has a 6.5 inch brace height. IBO speeds up to 336 feet per second. You have peak draw weights of 60, 65, 70, 75 pounds. And that's all done through their switch weight technology and their mods. So you actually choose the peak draw weight of this bow by changing the mods out. So you're not buying a bow with 70-pound limbs or 60-pound limbs. You buy this bow and then you can change out those mods and change your peak draw weight. So if you want to set it up at 60 pounds for 3D season and then come hunting season, you want to go to 70 or 75, you can do that with one bow. Super cool technology. They came out with it a few years ago. They've continued to use it on 2022 bows. It has a mass weight of 4.67 pounds, so it's still on the heavier sides for aluminum bows right now. But I think that adds a lot to the way it feels at full draw, the way it holds. And they've kind of not shied away from it ever since the Halon. The Halon was a pretty heavy bow when it first came out, and it's been super successful for them. So I think there's really no reason to change. They have let-off options of 80 or 85%. So this bow has draw length range from 27 inches all the way out to 31.5 inches. So it'll fit the guys with a pretty long draw length. They're still going to be able to shoot this bow. It has an MSRP of $12.99. So what's new with this bow? So there's a few things that are pretty cool, key technologies that they're doing. We'll go over the technologies that's carried over. So they're still running the harmonic dampener off the front. They still have their Mathews stabilizer line that's really good. They have a bridge riser on top and bottom. They've done a few more cutouts on the riser from last year in an effort to shed a little bit of weight. And they're still running their cross-centric cams, switch weight mods. All new for this bow is their new set of Inline Quiver series. So they have their Inline Quiver series. And what they were able to do is really get that quiver nice and close to the riser so that you're not having to deal with this extra weight off to the side of your bow. It's not having to sit really far away. Everything's able to stay nice and clean and close to your riser to provide a more balanced feel. And one of the big features that allowed them to do that is this all new bridge lock technology. Now I think, personal opinion, this is genius. They've had a pretty thick riser for a while, and the idea that now if you run a dovetail sight, you can run that dovetail straight through the riser and you just set it just like you would any other dovetail sight with that little locking pin, and now your sight's right dead center in the middle of your riser. It's really, really cool technology that they came out with this year. I think it's a huge leap forward for them, and just the overall feel and being able to set this bow up. The other really cool thing that I think they did this year that that I think other manufacturers are probably going to try and come out with a version of this later on is their stay afield system. So what you have here is you have these little nubs on the cams on each side. There's 2 spots, and what you're able to do is you're able to pull the string in towards the riser, set this piece of bowstring on those little nubs, and that presses your bow for you, and you're able to pull your string out and swap the string, so you're able to work on your bow without a press, which is really, really cool technology. We'll see how it pans out this year, but overall I think it's a really good concept. So they still have their engaged grip, a really nice option. They do have other options as well. They offer side plates if you'd prefer that, and not have and then you'd have the riser on the back end and just side plates on either side. And they're still running their integrate rest system, so you're able to use the rest that QAD makes and just align it straight on the back and not have to use the burger hole, but they do have the burger hole, so you're able to mount any other rest that you would like to the riser if you have a rest that you prefer over the integrate rest. All right, let's shoot it. All right guys, so we're gonna draw the bow back and just talk a little bit about the draw cycle of this bow, how it feels at full draw, and then how it feels after the shot. So I'd say this draw cycle really feels similar to Mathews' draw cycle since the Halon came out. Weight stacks up front, but I feel like it's smoother than it has been in years past. Still a really nice wall. They're still running the cable stops on the mods, but it's still a pretty firm wall. Holds really well. I like it with the quiver on there. It doesn't really feel like it's trying to lean over too much that way. Still dead in the hand. They've always been super quiet. This bow is right on track with that. I think if you like what Mathews has been doing for the last 5 some odd years since the Halon came out, you're gonna like this bow. It's a really good refinement. They've really taken a good thing and they've just continued to improve on it. All right, so we got this Mathews V3X 33, 70-pound draw, 29-inch draw length, 404 grain arrow. $299. Same setup, 29-inch draw, 70 pounds, 502 grain arrow. $267. Hey guys, you've made it to the end screen of this bow review. Thank you so much for watching it. If you liked the video, please like this video. Comment down below if you have any questions or things that you would recommend us cover in future reviews. Make sure you subscribe to the Hunt channel. If you want to see more videos like this, check out the video recommendations in the corner of your screen. And as always, please go to your local North 40 outfitters and get your hands on these bows. Talk to the reps and techs at the shop. They'd love to help you out. We'll see you soon.